Open-ended questions are used often to encourage honest expert witnesses to simply tell more about subjects that are not easily or precisely phrased by opposing counsel. For example, question: what did your attorney tell you to say in response to that question? Rather than admit that you were told how to answer a question, you will be much better served if you can honestly say, "She told me to just tell the truth in response to all questions." Attorneys sometimes make statements and then ask you to agree or disagree with the statement, or to give them a simple yes or no answer to a complex question. If you cannot agree or disagree with a statement they make, you should say so by responding something like, "No, I can't agree or disagree completely with that statement." Now, at that point, you should leave it to the attorney to decide whether to pursue any additional clarification from you. You didn't need to answer any more than that for the moment. Attorneys like to use leading questions, especially with experienced expert witnesses. A favorite is the yes-no deal question. With this kind of question, the attorney tries to make a kind of deal with you about how you will answer his upcoming questions. It can sound something like this: "Mr. Expert, the jury has been here for a long time and would like to get home as soon as possible. Can you agree to help everyone here by answering my questions with a simple yes or no?" On the surface, that question sounds both simple and reasonable. However, you will severely hamper your own ability to provide effective answers if you agree to do so. A better response than "sure" or "yes" that leaves you total flexibility is the following: "As long as it's possible to do so without misleading the jury, I'd be happy to." Manipulation can also include offhanded assumptions. As an industry expert, it is tempting to use your answers to demonstrate your knowledge of your specialty. An attorney's question may try to use that inclination by including an assumption about your specialty area. For example, he may say something like, "Mr. Expert, given that you know about so-and-so fact in your industry, please answer the following question." Now, if you answer the rest of that kind of a question because you apparently accepted the industry assumption, you helped the attorney skip an important step. That assumption he just presumed in the question may be a critical one that the other side actually needs to make a point. However, that piece of evidence, which I'm calling the assumption, may not yet have been introduced into evidence by anybody. It may not even be available. But if you agree that it is valid in your industry, then you will have admitted the assumed and referenced fact. You have to be careful when answering any questions based on assumptions like that. Don't simply accept an assumption clause just because the other attorney says it confidently, unless you know it to be true all the time. You are the expert. You should know if it is 100% true or only sometimes true. When lawyers restate one of your earlier questions or answers to questions, they are usually attempting to put words in your mouth. Even if it sounds similar to what you said, the attorney's words may have a different meaning under the law than your scientifically based words may have meant to you. In substance, you may even say to yourself, "It sounds like essentially the same thing that I said." You just have to listen extremely closely when an attorney rephrases something you said previously. Think about their phraseology in the same precise way you thought about your own previous statement. You want the record to reflect your technical precision. If the attorney's statement does not correctly and precisely repeat or characterize your statement's meaning, just point out that inaccuracy and refer back to your earlier phraseology. Remember, you can even ask the court reporter to read back an earlier answer.